What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. As you've seen in a previous video, probably a week or so ago, depending on when this one actually comes out, I went from here in Raleigh, North Carolina, about an hour and a half to the west, and I saw my man, Rick Webb. I saw his whole operation and his Both Lighting USA warehouse. And when I was there, and let me preface this by saying, again, I did not get these for free. I pulled out my credit card, he will attest to it, and I paid for these. These, as you already probably know, because you've seen another video we did when they first came out, these are the Both Lighting USA 360 tubes. So this video today on my channel, we are going to take a second look at the most updated version and what I think about them and how I'm gonna use them in my show. Let's get into it. So the first thing you're gonna notice is these look different. Why? Because they are white. The caps are white, the battery pack here is white, and then they've even got their newly released white stands out now, which we'll talk about a little bit later in the video. But let's just go over some of the basic features for any of you that are watching. And I know most people that watch my channel are probably mobile DJs like myself. These are wireless DMX, so you don't need any sort of dongle. They are IP65 rated, I believe, which means you can use them outside. They're not waterproof, I don't want to say that, but they are kind of weatherproof, if you will, so you could use them outside at an event. They come with several different accessories. You got a little charging port here, so they each come with a charger. They each come with a little basic remote. They come with a little O clamp if you want to hang them. So another thing you're going to notice when you open them up is these guys. And this was something that they replaced this with. And the reason it's got 3 holes instead of just 1 hole is that the sound wasn't getting to the tube in sound mode. So if you want to use sound mode, you're going to need to just unscrew this right off the bottom. It's pretty simple. And then screw this guy on. And again, you really only need to do it for 1 of your 4 or your 8 or whatever, because most people run these in master and slave mode. Now, as far as packing these up, I highly recommend, and even Rick will tell you that the road case is massive. It's a beast. I recommend the soft cases for all the stuff that you see here. We've got a soft case where each tube goes into a sleeve and then goes into a soft bag. Very nice, doesn't weigh much. You can put the accessories on each side in the pockets. And then of course for the stands as well, the stand actually breaks down in half. We'll show you how that screws in half. You got a little pouch for the base, and then you got the little pouch for the sticks. And then everything can basically be carried in 2 hands to see this entire 4-pack unit. Price a little under $1,200 for 4 with the carrying bag. Again, if you want any of this stuff, just hit the link down below, my special link. It'll take you directly to the site and you can grab whatever you want. So one of the easiest things to do, obviously, is just grab the remote and hit the button on it when you want to change the patterns. But I'll be honest with you, since they have wireless DMX built in, which the Asteras AX1s that are 5-6 times the cost of these that we talked about in the last video don't have wireless DMX. These do have wireless DMX. So what does that mean? You can use these with Soundswitch. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Soundswitch, and Rick and Marcellus and his team over at Both Lighting have actually gone in and programmed these to go into Soundswitch. You can buy a Soundswitch program that has all of the Both Lighting lights in it from those guys. I think it's a couple $100. Totally worth it. You just import it into your Soundswitch. Boom, all your lights are gonna have a completely unique show. And that's, to me, a no-brainer. So I'm super excited to get these out this season and see what they can really do versus just using the remote. So now I'm gonna have 2 of the Both Lighting spots, 2 of the Both Lighting mover wash lights. Then I'm gonna have 4 of the 360 tubes kind of along the front of the booth, kind of washing people's faces. Pop-up totems, 16 of the Both Lighting IR4 up lights, and then all of it gonna be running back to Soundswitch through the same computer that I'm gonna be DJing on, and we're gonna have a kick-ass show this season. So let's get a little bit more in depth and get some more shots of these and kind of show you a little bit more what they come with and what they can do. Let's check it out. One more thing I did want to point out is how tall these are compared to the Asteras AX1s. Those come maybe down here. I mean, this is almost as tall as I am once you put the little feet that come with it on it. I'm 6'3". I'm just kidding. I'm like 5'8". Jeb was like, huh? I'm like 5'8", so I don't know. This is probably almost 5.5 feet tall once you put the feet on it. Wouldn't you say, Jeb? Something like that. So you could see that even though you can buy the optional stands to really get them up in the air, if you want them to just kind of wash the crowd right there in front of you, you can certainly just use the feet that come with it if you just kind of want to put them right in front of your booth and wash the crowd without running them way up in the air. So something to think about just based on how tall they are right out of the box. So we saw a little bit of the lights in the studio, just kind of running on some of the modes off the remote control. And we saw some footage of them in use at an actual DJ show. So what do you think? Here's what I think on our second look at the Boat 362s. I think these are a winner. They are 1/5 of the price of the Astera AX1s like you usually see me using. They pack up and go in a soft case that you can carry in one hand. Another bonus, not super heavy. They're rated to go outside. They are wireless DMX already. You don't have to rig up the little box like you do with the Astera and cross your fingers that it works. They last 8 or 9 hours is what Rick says at an event. I mean, that's gonna get you definitely through the whole night. They're easy to set up. They're easy to strike. I mean, if you want something to wash the crowd, these are the way to go. Please stop using the gig bars or whatever you're using. Wash with these and then get yourself a couple of movers to scan like the ceiling and the crowd, whether they're spot movers or wash movers, again, from both lighting. The link is right down below. These are a yes for me, and I kind of was sleeping on them early on. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but finally when they came out with the white, I had to drive myself over to the warehouse and pick up a pair. Like I said, paid for myself, super happy with my purchase. What do you guys think? Leave me a comment below, subscribe to the channel, leave this video a big old thumbs up, and I appreciate you. More new videos coming soon.